What's going on, guys? I've got another Nintendo Switch 2 grip review for you guys. This one was sent to me by AIMZENIX and it's called the Little Elf, I guess in collaboration with Zorflow. I don't even know what all these names mean, but basically it's an ergonomic silicone grip for the Nintendo Switch 2. As you can see here, it comes with 3 different grip sizes and they look very similar to the Savage Raven Neo grip as well as the PlayVital Beyond that I've previously checked out on this channel. AIMZENIX sent this to me for review and I'm gonna give my honest opinions on it and see if this is worth the asking price of $30, which I believe is actually the same as the Savage Raven Neo grip. So let's get this unboxed and then get it reviewed. So as of late, I've been using the D-brand Kill Switch 2, which I have a review on. And to me, that's just the best case out there. In terms of ergonomics, it's just really good for me. It really works for my specific hand shape, specific hand size, and just my preferences as a whole. And I feel like it does everything that I want it to do. But obviously I understand it's expensive and it's not necessarily the most ergonomic option. So perhaps this one could be a good alternative to the D-brand Kill Switch 2, to the Satisfy Zen Grip 2, which are more expensive, and this price point is on par with some of the Savage Raven products as well as the JSOX products. We get some thumbstick grips here, color matched to the Nintendo Switch 2 with the AIMZENIX logo. Feels like a pretty nice material. Yeah, quite nice. I think these could work quite well. I do have the D-brand thumbstick grips right now, but this is a nice little bonus. Taking out the main body piece here. This piece is, I'm not sure if this is plastic. I know the grips, I believe, are silicone. This is like kind of a translucent type of plastic. Feels kind of similar to the Savage Raven Neo grip, but it feels a little bit sturdier. This actually feels quite nice, quite premium. Feels sturdy, Doesn't feel hollow at all. A couple of pieces to keep your Switch secure and safer. You have a little silicone piece here, and here you have this nice material here. So pretty good start to this one. Let's go ahead and check out these grips. So this is the Comfy grip, which is basically the snap grip on the Savage Raven Neo grip. This is the smallest one. Then we have the Pro Max grip, which is the biggest one. Then we have the sort of trigger grip style, which is called the Pro Grip. And the material feels quite nice. I guess it's a silicone, but it feels more like kind of like a rubberized, slightly rubberized material. Definitely, I would say it feels better than the Neo Grip material, which was just straight up plastic. And the PlayVital Beyond was plastic that was also like too smooth. So I wasn't a huge fan of those. I would say the material actually feels better on these, and I feel like it'll feel better in the hands. But let's get this all into the Switch. I believe you just slide this in here. It doesn't slide down like super smoothly, like the Zen Grip 2, for instance, but it's in there and it's secure. It has the Joy-Con grips actually secure here on the bottom, but you do still have kickstand accessibility, which is nice. And you have all the buttons and the ports on the top completely free. So obviously, since you don't have anything going on here, this is a dockable case. Let's start with the small grips. Kind of just clicks into place, slide it in, and then click it into place. So this is the smallest one, and I'm not a huge fan of it, to be completely honest with you. I don't love it. I feel like it doesn't really change the ergonomics of the normal grip itself, so I probably wouldn't use these. But if you need something a little bit more portable and you wanted to fit into some cases, you're probably gonna have to use these. But they do feel nice, the material feels nice. But I don't think a lot of people will be using those grips. I feel like most people would go for the middle one, which is the Pro Grip. As you can see, my middle fingers are on top here, and this is like kind of slanted down. So it's not like slanted up with a lot of trigger grip styles that we see. This actually feels super comfortable. I'm a fan of these grips in particular, and I'm not surprised because I was a fan of the Savage Raven Neo grip as a whole as well. It really does give you a more ergonomic experience, and it just feels really nice in the hands. This material that they've used is quite nice. Feels a little bit more premium than some of the plastic materials that we've seen on other cases, and it's just comfortable. It's just really comfortable. Let's switch over to the biggest grips. They call them the Pro Max grip. The iPhone naming convention. Kind of struggled to place that one in. It wasn't as smooth as the other ones for whatever reason. Let me try that again. Yeah, you see I'm getting a little bit of resistance here at the top, but you would like a more smooth, seamless click there, which I did get with the other 2-size grips. I quite like these grips as well. I think maybe I like the middle grip a little bit more. I will say that these don't feel as large as the Savage Raven Neo grips and the PlayVital Beyond grips that I've tried. The plus grips on the Neo grip, I feel like they were too big actually for my hands. And this one feels a little bit more low profile. And I actually find it a little bit more comfortable than the Neo grip. I would definitely just use the middle Pro grips that they provide with you. I feel like that's the best balance between having a more ergonomic, kind of flared out experience and not having too big of a handle. Yeah, this is quite nice. This is a nice grip. I really like it. I'm a fan. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, like coming in at 30 bucks, competing directly with the Savage Raven Neo grip at the same price point. Maybe I would have gone with a little bit of a lower price point to really capture that segment of the market, but I think it's a really good product and I do recommend it. I actually kind of like this more than the Neo grip, I would say. And I do like it more than the PlayVital Beyond, but that's just me. The PlayVital Beyond is a little bit different because you don't have the kickstand accessibility and you have a more protective middle piece. This is like the Neo grip where it's just a slab of plastic going across and then you have the grips which attach. I will say the Neo grip attachments, they slide in a little bit more smoothly. These, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of resistance, but they do go in and they are pretty sturdy as a whole, but I do find them more comfortable than the Savage Raven Neo grip. So pretty good job by AIMZENIX. Will this replace my D-brand kill switch 2? I don't think so, because I just don't really need like the ergonomic flared out handles to make the switch bigger than it is, but I might give it a go for a little bit of time because they do feel really comfortable in handheld mode. Plus it is dockable, which is nice. You don't have to use a dock adapter like you do with the D brand. So good job by AIMZENIX. I'll have a purchase link down below if you guys want to check this out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.